Hello and welcome to the JohnnyGetsCash channel, where I buy, fix and sell cars for profit. I recently bought this 2003 Ford Focus Ghia for less than scrap value, only to discover that it was a low mileage, high spec diamond in the rough. Last time you saw me take the Focus for its first test drive, which only served to further confirm what a little gem this car is and how badly it deserves a fresh lease on life. So that is what I'm doing today, starting with a thorough clean up.
And it really does deserve another shot at life. What a thing, eh?
Now that the top side of the Focus is cleaned, I say clean, not detailed, it's got most of the mud and dirt knocked off of it, the wheels have been done, the arches have been done, it's all pretty clean and looking nice. I thought I'd put it on the ramp and have a look at the underside to see what we're dealing with, because of course being a 20-year-old Ford, I'm sort of expecting a bit of corrosion, but on first inspection it's really not too bad. There's a light amount of surface corrosion on things like arms and subframes and things like that, but nothing too horrendous, so I'm really happy with that. Looking at things like the inner sills, again, I'm really pleased. Obviously, there's only had a quick jet wash, hasn't been properly cleaned, but if you look closely, there's really no sufficient rust or damage or anything like that to worry about. I'm actually really pleased. I'm aware that these Ford Focuses suffer in this area. There's a little tiny bit of rust there, mainly surface rust. I'm gonna clean that up and protect it, and well, I'll treat it first and protect it, but nowhere near as bad as I was expecting it to be. The other side is even better. No real rust to worry about there. Even the jacking points look okay. Normally these cars like this, they've got crushed sills where it's been jacked up in the wrong place, but this one seems to be really good. So obviously it needs a quick clean rather than just a jet wash, but I'm really looking for rust and things that need repairing, but I really can't complain. Underside of the engine is dry, no obvious weeps or leaks. Again, that's really good news. I was expecting a lot worse condition or worse state of play under here, so I'm really happy here. The only thing I found is there is a small amount of what was a previous repair on the underside of the outer sill here on the near side, but it's actually not a bad repair, so save for cleaning up a bit and recoating it, I'm actually going to leave that. That's fine. That's definitely MOT passable, so I'm not going to complain about that. So really, I've had a bit of a result underneath as well as everywhere else. Going to give everything a clean up. Anywhere that's got a bit of surface corrosion, right, clean it back, give it some Hydro 80 to cure that rust, and then protect it over again. And I think this will fly through its MOT based on its how solid it is. So really pleased with that. Let's crack on. Okay, little update. I've decided to dig a bit deeper and remove some of this wheel arch carpet lining. Just as well I did, because although none of this rust is penetrative, it doesn't look great, so I'm going to sort all this out, clean it up, treat it and protect it. But what I did also find is in one of the common spots, I was giving it a good old poke around, and I've managed to get some of this surface corrosion to go through, and it is deeper than I thought on this side. So what I'm going to have to do is put a little patch in there, because the MOT guy will definitely find that, and I really don't want anyone to have any issues with this car moving forward in the future. So I might as well clean it up, patch it properly now, and that'll be job done. I believe the other side is good, but I will check that as well. Anyway, for now, that's the only welding I've found. And other than that, I've just got to have a bit of a clean up and treat of all this stuff, and she'll be good to go. Okay, so that bit of rust is now sorted. You can see up here it's all been sorted out. I actually went a little bit further than I thought. I ended up cutting out a fair bit of this section here. I thought it was just going to be a case of brushing it back and treating it, but it wasn't as good as I'd hoped. So best thing to do is cut it out and replace it with fresh metal. I've put all the fixings for this carpet back on, so it's all as it should be. Everything will look proper when the carpet is put back over. You'll never know. More importantly, this part here, as suggested before, I did patch this section, but what I found was a lot of this rot had gone into the bottom of the sill and on the underside. So what I've done, I've had to remake the back part of the sill. It's all got cut out here. That's all been remade, along with the fixing for that carpet again. The underside has been redone, and the inside has been patched. Now, the bits you see in stone chip, they're going to be all covered. The underside here, however, will be getting sprayed body colour, and this, of course, will be getting proper body work. So I'm saving that for the next video when I do these bits and pieces here and some various other small parts on the Focus. But all the rot is now sorted. As I said, I'm fairly lucky. I didn't find too much more than that. It did go a bit further than I said initially, but it's not an issue. It's sorted now. The other side really wasn't as bad, so I'll show you that now. Okay, so this is the other side of the Focus. Now, I didn't have to do any welding this side. There was no issue here. As you remember before, there has been a patch in the past on the underside. That still needs some treatment, but it's solid. There was no holes here to sort. That's great. Here, no real issues, just a bit of treatment, Hydrate 80 and everything put on it, and then it's been chipped to protect it. Again, you'll never see it when the carpet's back over, so I'm pretty happy with that. So now that initial cleanup has been done, the arches have been cleaned, the wheels have been cleaned, and I've dealt with the small amount of corrosion on the rear end of the Focus, that'll about do it for this episode. So join me next time as I get on with the bodywork, fixing all the damage in places like on the back corner here. There's a few other little flakes and chips elsewhere. I've got to do this sill as well now. So bodywork next time. Once that is done, we can look to getting a full service done on the Focus. That'll be a full fluids, filters, cam belt, water pump, everything. Because I don't have much service history with the car, I want to get everything done on it. So that'll be after the bodywork, which is in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you join me next time. Thank you very much. Cheers.